should be realistic, 'cause not every goal is so simplistic. But I know it's more than fantasy, 'cause I know what they're calling me. Dream chaser, go! Come on, dream chaser, dream! Hey! Come on, dream chaser, let's go! Come on, dream chaser, dream! What? Come on, dream chaser, moving at the speed of light, and even though until you get frostbite, nobody can tell me otherwise, 'cause I'm a dream chaser, yeah! Crash through every obstacle, accomplish the impossible, follow my light, it's never dull. Dream chaser, yeah! Dream chaser! Woo! When people ask me all the time how I do what I do, I can guarantee they ain't know half the shit I've been through. I'm the blueprint, I'm the misfit, objection, I'm that bitch. I'm the one who gets things done, does it all for fun. Every goal we outrun, what will we achieve? 'Cause it's you and me, not dream. Let's go, dream chaser. And it's see, you've got that power in you. Your dreams are waiting, come through. And it's see, we've only scratched the surface. Come with me, you deserve this. Dream chaser. Dream chaser. Every smile, every ambition, every goal, we deserve it all and more. I know it's all within our reach. I'ma do it for me, I'ma follow my dream. I know I should be realistic, 'cause not every goal is so simplistic. But I know it's more than fantasy, 'cause I know what they're calling me. Dream chaser, go! Come on, dream chaser, dream! Hey! Come on, dream chaser, let's go! Come on, dream chaser, dream! What? Come on, dream chaser, moving at the speed of light, and even though until you get frostbite, nobody can tell me otherwise, 'cause I'm a dream chaser, yeah! Crash through every obstacle, accomplish the impossible, follow my light, it's never dull. Dream chaser, yeah! Dream chaser, woo!
Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly in my ass. In my ass, a butterfly.
I like how none of you, like, not many of you know what that is, but if you're on the Patreon, then you know what it is. What do you mean, why? You want to hear it again?
Butterfly in my ass.
Hey,
There's a butterfly in my ass.
What's in my ass?
In my ass, a butterfly.
Can we make that our intro song? No, I don't. Too bad. Hear it again. I know you just want to listen to fucking Gangnam Style, alright? You fucking weirdo. Okay? Gosh. 2005 wants their fucking shit back, dog. Exclusive Patreon content right here.
Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly in my ass.
This is it.
In my ass, a butterfly.
I'm over Gangnam Style. Lies. Lies. I know these are lies. I only care about the gnarly. Hell yeah, as you should. The gnarly cover that I did with the homies. Okay. Hell yeah. All right, fine. I'll tell you guys. I'll give you guys the context, but it's not gonna look good on your end. Okay. Here, hold on. There. Wait. I'm getting to it. Just hold on. Just hold on. Okay. All right. It's gonna look funky, but this is.
Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly in my ass. In my ass, a butterfly.
Wait here, sorry, YouTube, you can't see it there.
Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly in my ass. In my ass, a butterfly. Butterfly in my ass.
The like pan to the side is so funny to me, I don't know why.
In my ass, a butterfly.
You're getting the good nectar.
Butterfly in my ass. There's a butterfly.
The post-processed nectar, you know what I mean?
In my ass, a butterfly.
You know how have you guys seen that shit that's like apparently there's a coffee bean that's really rare, but specifically how they process the coffee bean is that they make the elephants like eat it, and then something in the elephant's like internal digestion process, like it makes the coffee beans even better, and so they shit it out, and like the shit that has the coffee beans in it is like worth like thousands of dollars, something like that. Like it's really like it's considered, you know, fancy luxury shit. And I was like, literally, it's literally luxury shit, okay? Like, quite legitimately. Has anyone else heard of that? Like, that's actually a thing. Isn't that so interesting? I'm like, wow, okay, I mean, there you go. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hope y'all are doing great. I'm asking stop right there. My bad. Shit. Anyways, how'd you get to this topic after showing us a video of a dog with a butterfly? What the fuck did you see where the butterfly was at? We're talking about how the butterfly is getting that good nectar. And so I was like, maybe, all right, I'm not a scientist, okay? But maybe the dog eats flour, you know, dandelion on the front yard type beat, and then eats it and shits it out, and maybe like the pollen, the digestive tract of the dog helps make the pollen or the nectar or whatever the fuck from the fucking fruit or the vegetables or the flowers that it ate, you know, like better. Just like how the elephants apparently make a certain type of coffee bean better by digesting it. Just by digesting it. And then shitting it out. You know? Anyways. Okay, see. No, keep going. No, you keep going. Maybe doggo is cologne for butterflies. We don't know. We don't know. You know, I'm not a scientist. I don't know how that shit works. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. It could, maybe. Who knows? Okay, that's what I'm saying. We don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. Anyways, that's my explanation for why I was thinking the way it was. Kagami, thank you so much for the resubscribe, by the way. Thank you! Oh my gosh! Thank you for the support! I appreciate the Thank you, thank you. Alright, let me see. Let me catch up here. I have to burp! It's not coming out. I have some sweet tea from McDonald's right now, so if I sound a little bit crazy, maybe that's why. I was really like, I need caffeine. I need caffeine in order for me to get through today, and that's what we're doing. I'm on X Games mode right now. Okay, that's what I'm doing. So I have some sweet tea, and I'm ready to get down. But I'm a little bit eepy, so if I... Oh, dude, I bumped my elbow for that. There was a bug on my fucking desk. Owie! At least it wasn't my fucking funny bone. That shit sucks. I swear I got that bitch, though. How did he live? How'd he live? Y'all, he rolled a nat 20. He rolled a nat 20 on fucking invisibility. I don't know. I'm sure he's dead, though. I'm, like, positive he died, because I, like, slapped the shit out of my desk. I slapped the shit out of my... I hit it. Why would you... You slapped a fish. Why would you hit it? Anyways, well, I don't know where the fuck it went, but it's not... I don't know. It's not on my hand, so I don't... Is it underneath this? I don't fucking know. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Is it... Oh, you know... Yeah. I've noticed that during the summertime, when it gets, like, weird outside with the weather, like, all these little fucking gnats and shit come into the house because, like, I've got, you know, maybe the AC running or just it's nicer in here. I don't fucking know. And so they all come in here, and, like, no matter what I do, like, I don't have really any, like, food up here. Like, there's no, I don't know where they're coming from, to be honest. So I'm just like, what the fuck? It's just so annoying. Anyways... Oh, thank you so much for the raid! Saying hi! Sorry, I was having a midday crisis. My goodness. Hello. Welcome on. Welcome, man. How are you doing? How was your stream? What are y'all up to? Thank you so much for the raid. What y'all doing? You playing some games? You doing some activities? What's up? What's up? What's up? Let me, are you, oh, sorry, are you okay? No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. How am I? Thank you for asking, Sting. I'm okay. I'm good. My bad. I'm sorry. Anyways, yeah, no, thank you so much for the raid. It's so good to see you. How are you? Oh my gosh. Welcome in. No, I'm good. I just bumped my elbow, but honestly, I've done much worse. Like, I've done much worse to try to freaking attack a bug, so yeah. But thank you for asking. Oh my gosh, sorry to scare you. That's one way to come into the stream, huh? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. My name is Kōri. Kōri in the house, my favorite anime. And I also do a lot of IRL events. I'm not doing one right now, obviously, because they're hard to do, quite frankly. But I've been to like over 40 conventions. I've been to Taco Bell. We were at the zoo last week. So I do a lot of going to IRL locations and being a VTuber there. So I'm on a screen and interacting with those environments. And so that's what I like to do a lot of. Outside of that, I'm a yapper and a variety streamer. So yeah, we're just going to be yapping today. So we're good. We were playing Pokemon and catching unknown. Nice. I respect that. I like it. I was at the store today at GameStop, and I saw that they have like a digital version, I think, available for Fire Red and the green one. Sorry, I forgot. I remember Fire Red because that's the one I had, okay? I actually still have my cartridge, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I still have it. I know that shit's like worth $300 now, but yeah, I'm not gonna sell it. Like, this is just mine. But yeah, I actually have a lot of like my old games and they all work, which is pretty funny. But yeah, like I saw that they had it digitally and I was like, oh wow, that's so interesting. I didn't know that they had that. So I actually have Pokemon like, what is this? Y or Z? Z through A? ZA? Whatever. Yeah, I have that. I haven't played it yet though, but I have that. I need to play it. Leaf Green. Yeah, Leaf Green. Thank you. Sorry. Like, duh. Fire Red, Leaf Green. I don't know. Wait, why is it Fire Red and then Leaf Green? Why did they... Oh no, it makes sense. Never mind. I'm just stupid. Debbie, you should have seen my face. Oh my god, I literally was pulling this. I was like, what is it? Oh my god, today's not my day. Today's not my day. All right. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry. Let me catch up here. Let's see. Thank you for being here, Mon. I appreciate it. Thank you for those check-ins as well. Thank you, Crimson. What's up, JJ? Walk through streams. Thank you, Nick Gamer over on YouTube for being here, and Conway as well. I appreciate you so much. Welcome in, Sun, and thank you for the lurks. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. And Black Shinigami production over on YouTube. Thank you for being here. YoHallo Autumn. Can we make that our intro song? No, that's only a Patreon gets to have that as the intro song. I'm sorry. All right. The Gnarly cover was so good. Ah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. I was like trying to channel like my inner like bad bitch, you know, because the way that they originally sing it is very like sassy and like with a lot of attitude, and I was like, I gotta try to match that energy, but it was a little bit like difficult because like it's like that that like Autumn did. Like, I'm trying not to like think of what I'm doing as cringy. It's not necessarily cringy, you know, but like trying to like replicate that to me is cringy because like that's not who I am, so it's like kind of, it's hard to, it feels weird, it's not natural, you know, so that's why it feels a little bit cringy. But yeah, no longer a Patreon exclusive joke. What do you mean? They got it first, and then now you guys, I was being nice about it. I gave you a sneak peek of what the Patreon sees. All right, out of context in this stream seems natural, but with context that raises more questions. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the stream is, it's a thing, but yes. Fun fact, the original 2 Pokemon games were red and green. When it came to the States, they changed green to blue because they thought it would sell better. Oh, interesting. Oh my gosh. Huh. I mean, green's a good color. What do they got against green? Just kidding. I see. That's interesting. Thank you for sharing, by the way. I forgot to say this earlier, but obviously, if you need to do any after stream care, please take care of yourself. Okay, get some water, get some snacks, all that good stuff. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier. Please take care of yourself, okay? You come first, all right? Thank you so much again for the raid. Oh my gosh, thank you. Hello, Neko, and good to see you. VTuber, welcome in. How you doing? Bitch, how did you get this topic? I explained it. I explained this. Don't worry about it. Has anyone seen Bucket List? They explained this. I have not, but I have just seen, like, content around it online. Do butterflies normally do that? You know, Kagami, I don't know. I will say this one time, like, this is when I was like younger, but I was like, I offered to wash my mom's car, and so I was doing that in the front yard, and like there was like this butterfly that was flying around me, and you know, it was like the summertime, and so I was like in t-shirt and in shorts and flip-flops because I'm washing a car, so my legs are getting kind of wet. And my arms, of course. So, you know, but I'm wearing flip-flops specifically, okay? I don't normally wear flip-flops, so this time I was, though. And so, I'm washing the car, and there's this fucking butterfly flying around me, and I don't want to, like, accidentally hit it, so I'm, like, being careful with where I'm shooting the hose and shit. And then this fucking butterfly decides that it's my toes day, And so it lands on my big toe and it just sits there. It's just on, and I'm like, okay, thanks for chilling here. And it's just like, you know, rubbing its hands together, whatever the fuck, I don't know, looking around, just living. I don't know what the fuck it was doing. It was like picking out my toe or some shit too at some points. And I was like, I don't think there's pollen on that. I don't know how there would be, and I would be concerned if there is, but like, go off, sis. I don't know. I mean, they were kind of wet because I was obviously washing the car. So I don't know. It just went on my toe. And then I was like, okay, well, I don't want to like freak it out. So what do I do in this situation? So I just was like, I tried to like move a little bit and it just stayed on my toe. So I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep washing this fucking car. So I washed the car with this fucking butterfly on my toe like the entire time. And I was like, okay, I guess homie just wanted a little ride or something. You know, he wanted to like, you saw me as like the Ferris wheel or the merry-go-round or something at the park and was like, let me just hop on that or something. I don't know. It was really weird. Then later he left, but I was just like, I don't know why he was like really into my toes specifically. He didn't land anywhere else. He just wanted to be on my toes. so I don't really know why. I didn't, and I'm not like a feet person, so I don't know. I can't even view it from like, those are some sexy feet you got there. I don't fucking know what that means. Like, I'm not against anyone who find feet sexy, but like, I don't, and so I don't really, I can't even see it from that perspective, because maybe the butterfly was one of those people that was like really into feet. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge the butterfly, all right? I'm just working on washing my mom's car, okay? But I don't know why he did that. I genuinely have no clue. And then he just flew away like it was not a problem. It was like, okay, not that you were minorly inconveniencing me by being on my toe. I'm trying to wash the car and I don't want to like fucking freak you out. So I'm being extra gentle with my steps. Anyway, I don't know why I want to tell you guys that. I don't fucking know. Anyway, let's see. Do you guys know that song Remastered Remake Reunion? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's real. Hello, Beef. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. Hello. How are you doing? Thank you for being here. Hello, hello. Would Kōri be a half monster girl or half furry? That's what you're considering? Why are you asking us that? You designed me. You brought me to life. I think if anything, I'm Frankenstein and you're like the doctor or whatever. Oh my gosh. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I mean, okay, technically though, I don't actually have like a raccoon tail and I don't have ears either. The tail is connected to the coat. All right? Magic. I'm in a magical realm. All right? So I'm just putting that out there. Just saying. It's good to see it. Freaky butterfly, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit freaky deaky, not gonna lie. Thank you for the like on him, by the way. I appreciate it. What is up, Sleepy Big Sister over on YouTube? You're going to be at Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I don't know when that is, and I'm not particularly planning for it. If they invite me as a guest, then yes. You can always suggest me as a guest to the con. You can go to their website and try to suggest Kōri as a guest to whatever con that you're interested in having her at. And then hopefully the organizers have me, but I have not heard from Portland Retro Gaming Expo, so that is my assumption that they don't want me right now. So I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. So sorry. I don't get to choose like which cons that I go to all the time. So yeah. It's acids they produce to their diets that make it flavorful. I know, but it's weird. Anyway, you sound crazy regardless if you have McD's sweet tea or not. You know? Yeah, you're right. You're right. But extra bad, okay? When I have that. The caffeine is the reason. It is. Otherwise, I would be dead right now, not gonna lie. Please excuse the streamer. I'm done. What's up, Oblivious Hyrule? Good to see you. Big YoHallo. How you doing? She sounds crazier without it. Yes. There you go. See? One gets me. I knew a gnat once. Why are you adding a random G? Alright. Alright. Okay. We're in, let's see. Never met a Natalie. Okay. Gnatasha. The green one? I don't fucking remember. I'm sorry. YoHallo, best guy. Thank you for being here. Welcome and welcome, man. How you doing? Yeah, I heard that the GTA 6 stuff came out and broke Twitch today. But yeah, that's exciting. Stream idea. Look through Kōri's Fire Red save. I don't even know. I don't think I can. I don't think I can. I don't actually own a Game Boy anymore, and then I don't even know how to like stream capture that. Sorry, my throat's like kind of fucked because I'm drinking this fucking sweet tea. I don't know how to capture that to get it on the stream. Also, I would probably dox myself because I think I used like a nickname that I had like growing up in that. So, because I was like a child. So so yeah, I'd probably dox myself as well, which is not good. But I will say, I think I don't even remember it. But yeah, I played that. I think my favorite one was Platinum. That was my favorite. One of my favorites was Platinum for like the Pokemon games. I just really liked the like story with Giratina. And yeah, that was nice. I really liked Platinum. Anyways, I don't know if I said that correct, by the way. I've heard people be like, Giratina, and I'm like, I don't know how to say it, man. I just say Giratina, because I was like, Tina Fey, you know what I mean? Anyways, thank you for those check-ins. I appreciate it. Thank you, Valos, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you for the check-in as well. It's really, really easy if you just pretend you are a bad bitch. That's what I'm saying. Autumn gets it. Autumn gets it. Because I thought no one would choose Bulbasaur otherwise. Oh, poor Bulbasaur! Oh my gosh. Sorry it took me so long to make my way here, but it was really nice meeting you on Off Guy. Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, no, absolutely. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're good. No one expects you to be here, but we appreciate it when you are, okay? Thank you for saying that. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you. But yeah, no, and don't forget we also have a cool Discord. If you guys want to join the Discord, we got a good community. We got community nights and stuff like that. I do really want to play Outlast Trials with you guys because I had a lot of fun playing Outlast Trials. So yeah, I had a butterfly land on top of my head and I told everyone around me I am now a Disney princess. Them's the rule. That is the rule. That is the rule. Okay, but see, mine landed on my toes. So what does that say about me? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Sorry, it's actually, hold on. I want to give her a quick shout out. Shout out. Okay, let's hopefully I do this correct. There we go. I want to shout out Nee. Nee is currently doing a debut right now. She's debuting her summer beach episode outfit. So yeah, but I'm just lurking. I'm lurking. Okay. There we go. Support the ass, homies. Support the ass, homies. Alright. Let's see here. Did you name him? That's a good question, Neon. Did I name? I think I named him Bradley or something. Bradley the butterfly, I think. I think that's what I named him. Because I knew it was like a bee. I was trying to remember too, but I didn't want to like misquote myself. I don't know why. I could just lie and say, oh, but I was like, I don't want to misquote myself. I literally don't remember. Anyways, but yeah, I think so. But yeah, let's see. Trick or treat. What's up, Anole Cannoli? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. I have a picture of the butterfly on my head. Oh, cute! I love that. What's up, Renova? How you doing? You're one lucky queen. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got them grippers for free. I know. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the check-in, Cannoli, by the way. And what's up, Nightshade? How you doing? Smell my feet. All right. All right, Cannoli. What's up, Scarlett? Thank you for the check-in. And the real AJ and GT. How you doing? I would love to bring you back east if they will let you. Ever suggest me as a spam my name on their guest suggestions page until they get so tired of you that they actually have to have me. Okay? Yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hopefully. It's just hard because they're like, wait a second, your rep is on the West Coast and we gotta pay for that? And I'm like, yeah, you gotta pay for that. So anyways, Did you put the sweet tea in a fancy glass or something? I mean, it is... Yes. It's not in a fancy glass. It's just in an IKEA fucking glass, if I'd be so real with you. But yeah, because I asked for, like, no ice, essentially, because I can't drink it all in one sitting. So I actually... You guys are gonna be like, you're disgusting. I actually got this yesterday, and I had a little bit before the stream yesterday because I needed it. And then so I drank a little bit of it, and then I put it in the fridge, and then I'm finishing it off today. So yeah, that's like why, like, I don't put any ice in it when I get it. So then I just get a glass, and I have an ice machine built into my refrigerator. Okay, like most people do, but I'm just saying, like, I can go to my fridge. I have the dispenser. I have a fancy fridge. I've got the water dispenser and the ice dispenser on my fancy fucking fridge. Okay, all right. It spent me like I took like weeks to fucking figure out a refrigerator too, because of the way that like my house is. Anyways, so don't worry about it. But yeah, so I was like, you already know. I'm not gonna get my drinks. If I'm bringing it home, I ain't gonna get the drinks with ice, okay? Because that takes up, you know, volumetric analysis and it's gonna take up more of the space, and that means less of the liquid, and that means I'm not getting as much percentage from my senses and all that, okay? So I'm maximizing all of my monies. That's what I'm doing. Stonks. All right. Yeah, Tasha. What's up? Yeah, good to see you. Big Yellow, welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing great. Thank you for the bit, GT. This is a real name. Gennady Ganadovich Golvikin. That's, there you go. My favorite Pokemon game was the pinball one. That's, thanks, Autumn. The one with the pinball. I don't know what the fuck you were talking about, but okay. What is up, Lulu? How you doing over on YouTube? How you doing today? Hello, I'm alive. By the way, every time I watch your shorts, I always love when you spin around with your models. So silly, love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Welcome in, Tina Fey, huh? Yes. Thank you for the consecutive streams, Scarlett. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Let's see. Speaking of Pokemon, did you hear the Pokemon Fossil Museum is at the Natural History Museum in Chicago? I did not know that. That's really neat, though. Heck yeah. Then tell them to have less. Okay. Oh my gosh. Death Growling with you was so fun. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, that was fun. Thank you for doing that with me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Can't believe time really flies. Is this a 4-year anniversary? No. Not today. I'm gonna be doing my 5-year anniversary in October, but I've got a little bit of time before. I was like, what is today? Oh my gosh. No, not yet. Yeah, but yes, we're coming up on 5 years in October, so in about like a month or so. So yeah, I debuted October 9th, 2021. That's when I debuted. So yeah, we're not you know, man, I mean, I am hag maxing, okay? I am hag maxing, not gonna lie, I'm hag maxing. But yeah, we're getting old, What's up, Aaron? Thank you for being here over on Twitch. Hello. If you were a Disney princess based on your model, you would be Elsa. Who? I don't know who that is. I don't actually know who that is. Because vibe of your model gives winter type vibes. I just know Kōri-Oujo. I don't know who Elsa is, but I do know who Kōri-Oujo is. So I think I look like Kōri-Oujo, personally. They tell me that I look like Shalissa. so I'm just saying. That's what I've been told that I look like. I look like Kōri-Oujo. Or I've also been told that I look like Nicolas Cage because that is my face. But yeah, that's what I've been told. Yeah, I don't know what Elsa is though. Is that like a type of snack or something? Or oh my gosh. Finally starting on an art piece I've been meaning to do this year. Let's go. Heck yeah. What's up, Yohan? By the way, over on YouTube. Good to see you. Welcome in. Are you feeling reasonably chipper? Okay this day. Thank you for the bits, GT. I'm drinking my sweet tea from McDonald's, so I'm I'm living. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing my living. Something is going somewhere. We're doing something. That's what we're doing. I'm tired, for sure. I'm very tired. We're gonna need to get you a full ball gown for your VTuber avatar. Technically I have one. Just technically I have one. It's my old model. Yeah. Yeah, I'll even show it to you. You wanna fucking see it? You wanna yeah, I know. I actually have like a couple of gowns, but no, that's the old me. That was in like, oh god. Oh no. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't even know which one it is. I don't even know which is it. This one? Hold on, we're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out which one it is. Oh no, this is my racing outfit. This was the wrong one. I'm sorry. This is the wrong one. I thought, oh shit, fuck, my bad. Okay, it's this one. It's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. I know it is. Trust me. Trust me. I am never wrong. Okay, here we go. See? There's the gown. There's the gown. Wait, can you guys see it on YouTube? Sorry. There's the gown. So it does exist. It's just my old model. I don't have one. I don't want it for the new one anymore. It's too much going on. My gosh. Look at this. Look at this. Ah! My god! Ew! Ow! Ow! I don't like looking at her. She doesn't, she's not me, you know? It's just it's an imposter. It's an imposter on this fucking stream. Oh my fucking god, look at her. Look at her. Imposter. 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 Anyways, alright. Yeah, this is the old model, as you can see. So great. Okay, back to my normal fucking look, okay? God damn, y'all asking me to do way too much up in here, okay? Way too much. Alright? Gosh, return to my fucking roots, you fuckers. Alright? Anyways, let's see here. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. Yes. Alright. The fuck is an Elsa? I only know Kōri-Oujo. There you go. That's real. That's real. Exactly. What's up, Lost? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Let's see. Sorry about the ads, everybody. Apologies for that, but they help me do what I do, so we appreciate you sitting through it. You can always subscribe with Prime, or subscribe normally if you would like to not get ads and get cool emotes. All right. I never got to see those. What are you talking about? Show the 1.0 gown. Why the fuck do you want that? I didn't know you had a model with tattoos. My model now has tattoos. You just don't really see it because it's here, I'll show you. The tattoos are still on this design, but I have my glove on, you see? So my glove's like slightly transparent, and so you can see the tattoo there. But yeah, I have tattoos on this on this model too. Oh, sorry, here, wait, YouTube might not have been able to see that. Sorry, it's right here. See that? See? There's my arm, and it's kind of see-through. Those are my tattoos, yeah. So that stayed. That stayed, don't worry. Yeah. Old Kōri? Yeah. Miss her a bit? I don't. That's OG Kōri? No. You want to see OG Kōri? You want to see OG Kōri? Y'all want to see Flounder fucking Kōri? This is fucking Flounder fucking Kōri. This is the 1.0. Oh my god. Look at her. Here, you want to see the gown of this one? There. Happy? This is her. This was the first ever fucking model I ever had. So yeah, there you go. There you go. It doesn't feel right. This doesn't, I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable right now. I'm uncomfortable with the energy that we've created in the studio right now, okay? How beautiful! Don't say that! You don't understand, Neon. It's not me. She isn't me. Forgot about the worm. Oh, you meant the worm. Oh, thank you. Hey, you know what? I did done ask everybody if they'd still love me if I was a worm, and that's what happened. I became a worm. So, look at this. Look at this. Wait a second. I gotta see her on the stream. Oh, this is so weird. Ew. Could you imagine? Oh my gosh. This is terrible. This is terrible. I can't even express what. Look at. Nothing. She's the same. She's the same. She doesn't change. It's the same. Throwback Thursday? Oh gosh. The original models before this one. Okay, well this is the 1.0. This is the very first one. Yep, this is the very first one. That's, yeah. Hidden tat spot, and yes! But they're easier to see on the 2.0, to be fair. Here, let me bring her back up so you can actually see it. Let me see here. I don't know which toggle it is, so you're gonna have to give me a second. I don't remember. But I had a toggle, here, let me bring her back so you can kind of see, the tattoos here. But I had, let me find it. I don't know which, I don't know what toggle it is, so I have to go fucking look for it. Let's see. Expression. Okay. Ooh, I don't actually, hair change. So that does exist. So, hold on. Let me do this. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is the other, I don't remember which buttons it was, sorry, so I had to figure all that out on my own. So this was the outfit that I debuted with, like, my second visual novel game. So I had my first one where I teased this new model, and then I had my second one where I teased this outfit. So anyways, thank you for the check-in and the lurk. You may appreciate it. Thank you, Aaron, for the consecutive streams. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, this was my my 2.0 outfit that I had. So obviously we've got the dragons here. When I moved to the side, they like open up their mouth a little bit. This was supposed to be like an oath sworn. Like I called it oath sworn Kōri. It's because of the fucking visual novel. Okay, it's because of the visual novel. All right. But yeah, so you can kind of see the tattoo better here, hopefully. I don't know if YouTube can see it. Sorry, okay, yeah, you can. So yeah, you can see the tattoo a little bit better here, but it goes all the way to, like, all the way down her arm. So, yeah. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, yeah. So that's me. That was me. This was me. That's not me anymore, you know? But, yeah, so this was the outfit. I actually, like, provided very specific, like, references for the outfit, and it's because I actually looked at, like, fashion shows, and I looked at a particular fashion shows that had, like, very abstract art type of, outfits and stuff, and so I used that as a reference for this particular, like, model, because I wanted something that was, like, magical but also fashionable. Okay, so that was the idea for this, but then obviously I also wanted it to feel like, hey, we're going to fucking battle and shit, so hence the rest of it. But yeah, this version of Kōri would beat the fuck out of anybody. So anyways, revamped prior model. Oh no, I'm not. My 3.0 is the revamped model. That's what's up. Oath sword is epic. No, oath sworn. Sworn with an N, as in Nancy, not sword. But yeah, we need a Kōri RPG. You know, I was thinking about making one, but then I got busy. But then I got really busy, and also, like, I love the games. I love the visual novel games, like, a lot. It was like, they were a passion project for me, but, it's too hard. They're purely a passion project, and so, like, after I did 2, I was like, yeah, I don't have the time to work on another one. It's too much, so, yeah. What's up, Just Something? When did Kōri become like this? Well, like 3 years ago, I think. 3 years ago I became this, and then last year I stopped, so I became something better. So yeah, no longer, this is my old model, this is my 2.0 model, I don't use this shit anymore. So yeah, yeah, anyways, who it is, what's up, Sporty? You know, this is my old model, okay, this is my old model. I don't look like this no more, but yeah. What's up, Kurel? Welcome in, welcome in. Also, I have to say something, and this is purely a joke, okay? Hi, Righteous. Good to see you. This is purely a joke, okay? But all these VTubers now are like, oh, look at me. I can turn to the side. I can turn to the side. I'm like, this is a joke, but like, bitch, I had that shit. I had that shit 4 fucking years ago. Get back, get on it, dog. Get on it. I've been on that. I've been that bitch, okay? I had this shit 4 years ago. Honestly, it's not worth it. Honestly, it's not worth it. No, it's not, but yeah. Will your 3.0 be something like this? What do you... I can show you exactly what my 3.0 would look like. Alright? I'll show exactly what your 3.0 look like. This is what my 3.0 looks like. This is actually it. This is the 3.0. And this is my 3.0. This is the 3rd model that I've gotten. So, yes. No, I'm not looking like that ever again. This is like the design that I'm moving forward with forever, probably. So, I might get like outfits hopefully in the future. But like no, I'm not going back to that ever again. I'm sticking with this. So, yeah. I actually feel like I can express myself like as this version of Kōri so much better. Like, I remember towards the end of my time streaming with the 2.0, which is the one that you just saw, I like really hated streaming. Like, I really disliked it. Because I had to stream with something that wasn't what I felt like the best way to express myself. It's kind of like, you know, like when you go to the Ren Fair, or when you go, you know, you gotta wear clothes. You gotta wear clothes that make you feel comfortable. You know, when you go to the gym, you wear gym clothes, all right? Right? You go to the Ren Fair, you dress up, wear Renaissance type fucking, you know, outfit, whatever, right? But like for me, you know, for how it translates as a VTuber is like, pretty much like it's like body dysmorphia almost, because you're like using this avatar to express yourself that you feel like genuinely is not you. So yeah, like it was just really hard to stream with that, and I don't want to go back to that again. Like, I feel like I can express myself the best with this model, and so I'm sticking with this, okay? I'm sticking with it. I ain't going back, alright? But I just wanted to mention that, because people were like, ah, you should have a ball gown. I'm like, I have had a ball gown. I've done that, yes. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for the check-ins, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Yep. What's up, Jaden over on YouTube? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. Deja vu. Yeah, I know. I've talked about that a few times. I think it's just because, like, I like talking about it because, like, a lot of people don't talk about those kinds of things, so, yeah. Anyways, can we poke the orb? I don't even know what you're talking about. Kōri got that ink. Yup. I've thought about getting this tattoo myself, but I don't know. I'm such a scaredy cat. Like, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, so yeah. I do think that one day I will get a tattoo of something that is related to Kōri. Like, I've always wanted to get like her family crest like tattooed, for example, which if you didn't know is like this part here on the crown. Yeah, it's like the little crescent and stuff, like that section. I really wanted to get that tatted, but I haven't committed to that yet, so yeah. Anyways, but I like the dragons as well, but I was like, it's kind of like, and the thing is you know, like, dragon tattoos sometimes can feel very like cliche. I know I'm not one to talk because I don't have a tattoo, but like I know some people have said that, like, oh, dragon tattoos are cliche or whatever the fuck. But at least, like, if I got this dragon tattoo, it would have like some fucking meaning for it. You know what I mean? Like, it means something. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, it brings back memories. That's true. Be on the punishment wheel, right? Spend the rest of the stream as 1.0. You wish. Anyway, I'm just kidding. We'll see. I'm too much of a scaredy cat to get a tattoo. Right, exactly. I know. How do you feel about ball gowns? I think they're pretty. They're really expensive, though. Dresses are expensive, man. Oh my gosh. I wish I had tattoos. Shut the fuck up, Cosmic. Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. I can't believe you have a fucking death mark tattoo. That's so crazy. That's really cool though. I really want to play Deathmark, by the way. Like, I really, I bought the game so long ago, and I haven't been able to fucking play it. I'm like, damn it, I want to fucking play the game. I've never played the first one, and it's funny because I played it, like, out of order, essentially, like, backwards. Because I really liked the first one, even though I've never played it. So, yeah. Let's see. Hello, Peace Poet, good to see you, welcome in. Hello. We're doing well, we're chilling, yes. Yeah, I don't think I can get a tattoo. I feel that, Yen. And you don't have to. It's okay. I'm not saying you need to, but you know what I'm saying. It's the time. Why did you say you want to go to Taco Bell? Because Taco Bell's fucking lit. I mean, why wouldn't you want to? I mean, look at me. Look at me. Look at me and tell me why I should go to Taco Bell right now, okay? Nah, it's because it's a good time. Because I don't know. I like Taco Bell. Once in a while, though, some of y'all be eating it way too much. Y'all can't have 3 day in a row Taco Bell, because that's not the poo-poo parasite. That's just Taco Bell hitting, you guys. I mean, like, at a certain point, like, I just don't know what I can say, you know? Yes, I can. You mentioned it when I first met you, too. Yeah, I know. I just can't get over it. Like, it's so pretty. It was so pretty, too. Such a pretty fucking tattoo. But, like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. I was just like, I didn't, honestly, like, I didn't know that, like, people really knew about the game, because I never met anyone that did know about Deathmark, you know? Like, I just, maybe, I mean, I didn't know that many people, to be fair. But yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't think it was that popular of a game. So, like, that was kind of, like, why. That's kind of why I was like, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for the check-in. Nick, so good to see you. Oh my gosh, hello. We're gonna be having Nick's on Bin Buddies tomorrow, and I realized that I have not finished setting everything up for the stream, so I need to go do that after this. Ah! But yeah, I'm excited. It'll be a good time. Thank you for joining me tomorrow. Nick's, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Let me see. They literally want to be a bomb to have it daily? Wait, what? Oh, you mean Taco Bell? Yeah. We notice each other because we be Beyblading in the back of a Taco Bell. You know, that sounds like a good time, not gonna lie. I talk about, I think I've actually saw you. You definitely did not. You might have seen fucking us turning around. Actually, I guess there was another time that we were at Taco Bell. There was 2 times that we went to Taco Bell, and one of them was not on stream. We were just like, it was like after TaioCon, I think, and we went to Taco Bell with like the homies, and we were just like chilling. So you might have seen me there, I guess, but probably not though, because I remember like when we were there, nobody was like, no one else was there, it was just us. And then the other time was through the drive-thru. So you might have seen fucking James having to whip around town trying to get back to the drive-thru because they forgot to give him his drink, and he just drove off without the drink. So yeah. Oh my gosh. So hype, also so real. Yeah, let's go. I'm hype as well. It's gonna be great. Having for Bin Buddies, same. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. I'm also gonna be going on to another show tomorrow. Hold on, let me pull up the information. Gomenasauri. Where is it? Dude, I hate that on Twitter. They moved. Like, where are my reposts? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna freaking cry. Alright, here we go. Okay. So, I'm burping, sorry. Okay, let me go over here really quick. So, we'll get started in a second, actually. I'm, like, fucking late to start yapping about the fucking stories. So, here we go. There we go. So, I'm gonna be appearing on, Cars' channel, Cars to Mars. And they have this show called Debut to Mars. And I am not going to be great at explaining this, so I feel really bad because I'm not going to be great at explaining this. And so I'm sorry. If you want to learn more about the show, like, definitely, like, watch the show. I'm not going to be streaming it, but, like, Cars will. So, like, if you want to learn more about it, definitely come by. It's tomorrow at 12 p.m. PST, which is 3 p.m. 2 p.m. CST and 3 p.m. EST. And whatever your time zone you are, just change it to 12 p.m. PST to your time zone, and that's probably the best way to do it, because I get that shit mixed up all the time. Anyways, but yeah, and so I'm gonna be like, okay, sorry, let me back up a little bit. To my understanding, and I could be completely fucking wrong, the idea behind, like, Debut to Mars is that there are, like, contestants that are, they're a bunch of VTubers that are, in a very sportsmanlike way, battling it out to try to see who is gonna be, like, the VTuber to debut to Mars, basically. So, it's kind of like a more wholesome alien stage. Like a more wholesome and really nice and warm and comfy alien stage. To my understanding, and again, I could be completely fucking wrong, so I'm sorry if I am wrong, but it's a really neat idea, and I'm really excited for it. So this time, we're I think this is like technically round 2 or something like that. Sorry, I also want to shout out Cars. I'm not following her. Oh my god, I'm a fake fan. Anyways, here we go. Let me shout them out real quick. Anyways, so that's gonna be tomorrow, and I am gonna be a judge. So basically, sorry, let me get this back up. Okay. So basically, I am going to be taking a look. So Miki and I, Neko Miki from Airs, and I are going to be taking a look at these 2 groups. So these groups were given the assignment to, like, cover and quote unquote perform as a VTuber this song. I've never heard the song before, so I'm not familiar with it, but it is a cute song, and so they have to cover the song in a given time, and we're kind of looking at, like, how they communicated and the final product, and just, like, asking them some questions about, like, how the process was working on this particular, like, project and stuff like that. So that's what, like, Miki and I will be doing on the show. We're, I don't want to say judges, but, like, we're, like, commentary people, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my job. That's my role. I'll do my best. It's really, I'm gonna be so upfront that I don't really know what to say. Like, Cars was very kind and gave us some, like, pointers and, like, basically laid out what we will talk about or what we can talk about. But, like, I always like trying to add to the conversation, and I'm like, I looked through the chats, I watched the videos and stuff, and I was like, I don't know what to add, because all of my expertise is, like, I mean, my expertise is not so much, like, in cover songs, nor is it in, like, idol type stuff, you know? So really all I can speak to, like, I feel like I can speak to, is, like, you know, organization and execution of, like, a performance, but I don't know what angle to be looking at it from, because, like, I'm used to looking at it from the angle of, like, you're performing this at an IRL event, because that's what I did, you know? So, I don't know. We're gonna see how it goes, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. Like, I know it'll be a good time. So, I'll be there tomorrow, and then after that, I'll be doing Bin Buddies with Nick. So, that's basically the plan. So, anyways, let me catch up. Sorry. I was thinking that. Right. Right. I'm glad we're on the same page here, because I was like, yeah, there's something about it. BGM, yeah, I can turn that on. I could do that. I could do that. There we go. Turn it back on. Anyways, we can talk over Taco Bell, and I have Mountain Dew, blah blah. So there you go, Jane. Heck yeah. But yes, that's that. Anyway, so feel free to come by to that. I'll let you guys know when I am on their channel, so you guys can come by and support if you would like. Of course, no pressure. All right, let's get into it. Yeah. I'm going to get this up here. I'm just gonna run the ads really fast, but I'm gonna BRB because I drank all this fucking sweet tea and I need to fucking piss in the sink. So I'm gonna BRB. You're not gonna miss anything. I'll be right back, and then I'm gonna run the ads so that way they don't get in the way later. Okay? Sorry, everybody, but thank you for sitting by the ads because it helps me keep doing what I do. I appreciate it. All right, quick BRB. Go shit my fucking pants. You know what I mean? Shit my fucking pants. Okay. We get back over here. Quick pisser, don't worry. Quick pisser. Efficient pisser, in fact. You know, you piss in the sink and while washing your hands. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so we've got a couple of stories. One of these is kind of short, so I'm gonna do one that's a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. So the first one we have today is, am I overreacting? So we're looking at some Reddit stories on different Reddit thread type things. And we're going to give our thoughts on them as we would like to. Obviously, we're gonna remain respectful, of course, okay? But I'm gonna read through these. We're gonna figure it out together. Okay, so here we go. Okay, quit because of boss's text. Am I overreacting? Probably not. I'm gonna already say probably not. Okay, so I got an offer on the C250 coupe for 7,000 even OTD. Customer at the office? No. Okay, then you got nothing as I understand. Yeah, I got nothing. So what the fuck you asking, stupid shit? Damn! What the fuck? Dude, yesterday I was absent for 2 to 2.5 hours. You got called me 4 times and text 2 times. If you will do that every day for no necessary reason, you can go home and not waste my time. Got it? Blank, you're my final point of contact for accepting or declining an offer. That is out of my pay grade. You have the authority to tell me yes or no when I have a customer on the phone with a serious offer. When a customer has an issue, of course, I understand that what the response should be, yet I reach out to ensure that it is absolutely okay with you to ensure no miscommunication. That is what you do as a responsible business owner. You call the shots, not me. I'm covering my ass so I don't get fingers pointed for approving something I shouldn't have. I mean, that's pretty fair. I mean, that's pretty fair. Okay, let's see here. For context, I'm 23 years old. What? I don't care how old you are. And I've been in automotive sales for the past 2 years or so. I've worked an internship at a large BMW dealership, and I was even at a high volume Nissan store for a while. Prior to that, I worked at a privately owned car lot with about 20 to 25 cars in inventory. It was a very small operation, but it was really where I got my feet wet in the business. Why would you get your feet wet? Not kidding. This past month, after deciding to go back to school, I decided to return to the privately owned lot since it's close to my house and works well with my schedule. Within my first 2 weeks back, I sold essentially half of their inventory. Keep in mind, their pricing structure doesn't really follow traditional automotive sales. The owner sets a price and makes essentially all of the calls. I have little to no say in what will or will not take for a car. This morning, I received a call from a customer who had been looking at one of our pre-owned Mercedes coupes. We had been going back and forth on price for the better part of the week, and he finally offered $7,000 even out the door reference, our listed price on the website comes out to roughly $7,600 out the door. So this wasn't some ridiculous lowball offer, that's true, especially considering we have decent margins in most of our cars. Nonetheless, I entertained the offer, and I told him I need to check with my manager, and that I would get him a definitive answer shortly. My manager, who is also one of the two owners, then proceeds to respond to me like this. I quit on the spot. That's real. He was out of the office running errands at the time. I left the office key behind, deleted the draft and the second screenshot, and ended up just sending, great, thank you, best of luck. Best of luck. I was gonna find it though. Then I walked out. Am I overreacting? Oh, also, I do not get paid hourly or any base pay. I'm strictly on commission. So my 40 to 50 hour work weeks really are gambles when it gets slow. Oh yeah, no, I figured because that's how car sales and sales in general is. So that makes sense. Wow, that's crazy. Story time. Yeah, I know. So this is yeah. I'm gonna be real with you. First of all, my thought is that, you know, some car dealership people, like some of the salespeople that work at car dealerships, like I think most of you probably already understand this. Like they move a little different sometimes. You know, nothing wrong with that, okay? But it's just like a different ball game. You know what I mean? So like car sales and stuff like that, like there's a stigma about it that, and again, at the end of the day, they're people, right? It doesn't really matter. But there is like a stereotypical thought behind, you know, certain car dealership and car sales people. But, you know, it is never a good work environment, in my opinion, when they're cursing at each other. And so one of the reasons why I wanted to talk about this particular story is because my first job out of university, I like literally graduated. I took a week to sleep and then I started working. That was literally, I didn't have a summer. I graduated, I slept for a week, and then I started working. And my first job out of university was one that you would assume you would get right out of college. They were very like taking advantage of the fact that I was a fresh graduate, so my pay was pretty low, but the expectations put on me were very high. Like I genuinely worked on almost every like branch of the business I had like worked and done something in, essentially. So thank you for the resubscribe out to Chicken Fire. Oh my gosh, 30 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the continued support. 30. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I can't believe we've known each other for so long. Can you believe it? Time is flying by. Oh my gosh. We are just yapping right now. We're reading some Reddit stories, and I'm just talking about some of my experiences. So I know like several of you have heard this story before because I've talked about it. But yeah, like I was doing a lot of different things in the company. I was wearing a lot of hats. Now, to be fair, it was a like your standard like tech startup type of thing. But they had been kind of like in that startup mentality for like 3 years or so. Actually, I think it was like 5 years. This was also the company where their website got like hacked by like Canadian Viagra. So like one time we like looked at the website and it was just like fucking maple fucking leaves and fucking penises all over the website because it got fucking hacked. So anyways, sorry, penis enlargement pills. So that's the same company, but I had this experience where the heads of like the leaders of the company, so the CEO and then my boss, who was like director of something, right? They would like literally start arguing during our like all hands meetings, and like we'd have these like, you know, like once a week, and they would just start arguing and start cursing at each other, and it was like really fucking awkward. It was really awkward, you know, because it's like, you know, we're just the other, and like there was only like maybe 3 or 4 other people on the call, and then there was me, and like the, you know, it It's awkward as well because I was the only female there that were on these particular calls. Like, it wasn't like I was the only girl who worked in this company, but the other two weren't a part of these calls and were not like integral parts of the team. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just that that was like their sector. You know what I mean? That was their branch and they did great at it. But I was like in with all these fucking men, respectfully. And you know, they're just like cursing at each other and I'm just sitting there like, I don't know, like, I don't think this is healthy. And I'm just gonna say this outright, like, I don't think it's a healthy work environment when people are like actually earnestly like trying to curse at you in negative ways. Like, I'm not against like cursing like as a joke or, you know, like clearly a joke and it's like positive, you know what I mean? Like, oh man, this spreadsheet is shit. Like, that's fine. You know, you're not putting anyone down. But like, if you're actively like putting people down, and especially in a very unprofessional way where you're like cursing at them, that is a work environment that will never really respect your boundaries, is like what my experience is basically. So legit, like, I read this and I was like, yeah, no, you gotta get out of there. You're not overreacting, like, you gotta get out of there, you know what I mean? Anyways, yeah, exactly. They got hacked by that. It's crazy. Yeah. I know, Kuro. And thank you so much for the check-in, Reese. Good to see you. Thank you for the lurk as well. And thank you, Lord Ashore, for that check-in. Oh, and I want to say thank you again, Reese, for the fan art. The dinosaur feet pic. I appreciate it. It's beautiful. I made it my PFP, obviously. But I just wanted to verbally say thank you. I didn't get a chance to say thank you before, so thank you! It's beautiful! It's amazing! Thank you for making my dreams come true! Let's go. Anyways, yeah, so I think, you know, I don't think they're overreacting at all. Again, like, and this is just my experience, okay? You know, if people are, like, cursing at you and shit, like, it's pretty bad. So, I heard Canadian PP and larger pills. I go to the shower for 5 minutes. I was saying how the first job that like, my first big girl job out of university, like, I graduated, and then I spent a week sleeping, and then the next week I was starting my first job, my big girl job. That their website had gotten hacked by, like, these fucking Canadian penis enlargement pill company, and I don't know what they got hacked by, but like, all that was on our website was Canadian penis enlargement pills. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what it is. So that's, I don't know. Anyways, and I remember one time they even asked me. So they were using, oh my god, what was it called? I don't use it anymore. Hold on. Oh my god, what is it called? Now it's gonna bother me if I don't fucking look it up. Hold on, wait. Let me look it up over here. What is it called? No, is it Wix? I think it is. No, I don't think it is Wix. What is it? Was it Wix? It might have been Wix. I can't remember, but there was a fucking, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Because I'm genuinely like, I don't remember. It might be Wix. It might be Wix or something. I thought it was called something. Oh, WordPress. That's what it was. I knew it was a W. I can't remember though. So WordPress. So I had some experience working on WordPress because I had like this internship that I did in college, and I was like a social media person. And I was also like writing these like tech help articles essentially. And so I was able to work on WordPress and get like these particular articles like up and whatnot. And so I told them, obviously I have some experience, but not a lot. And like, they knew clearly like what my experience was with WordPress, but like the company was trying to like, improve and upgrade their website, and that's part of the reason why they got hacked, was because they were like trying to improve it. And so there's like all these like holes in it basically for people to be able to hack into. Anyways, and so they asked me at some point to like try to build their website, and I was like, do you guys know what you hired me for? Like, again, English degree, right? Like, I was working on pretty much anything that had to do with, like, writing. So there was, like, marketing, email copy, you know, like, working on presentations and, like, writing, you know, PR, like, things like that, like, social media stuff. Like, I was doing anything that required, like, words, basically, which was a lot. Don't get me wrong. But then they're asking me to, like, build their website, and I was like, bro, you're asking the wrong person. And then they told me to do it and, like, gave me no direction at all. Like, here's what we want the brand to look like. They didn't give me anything. So I just, like, started working on it, and it ended up just looking like something that I would have made. And it looked so dumb. Like, it looked so, like, girly. I don't know how else to explain it. And then they were like, oh, yeah, okay, for sure. And then they had me stop doing that. So I was like, that, but I tried, you know, like, they didn't give me any direction. And then I was just like, well, I don't know what you want from me. And, like, this is not what I thought I was going to be doing. It was very girly pop. Like, I think I, like, added, like, sparkles or something like that to, like, their logo. I'm not joking, by the way. I'm not fucking joking. I think I did that. I don't remember why, but I think I did. Oh my god. So, yeah. Alright, got a new startup. It's called Taco Shards for Carbs. You'll run everything for free. Wow, for free! Holy shit, let's go. So, anyways, yeah. That was a bad time. I did not. And, like, I got involved in so much. Like, I was working from, like, 6 a.m. to, like, sometimes, like, 9, which is, like, not good. Especially because I wasn't getting paid for that kind of shit. So, yeah, I don't think... I'm glad I got out of there, and, like, the job I had after that was, like, ugh, I miss it so much. It was such a great job. It taught me a lot of, like, what I didn't want. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyways, there you go. There you go. There you go. Heck those guys. No, real. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. All right, we've got another story here. Let me see. We don't want to do... Okay. So, I kind of read through this, but not really. So we're gonna experience this together. All right. Whatever. I can't fucking do these age shit. I don't care. My husband has been using my credit without my knowledge. How do I handle this? Hi, my husband and I have been married for about 10 years, and I just discovered something that has me really upset. I'm trying to figure out if my reaction is reasonable or if I'm making this into a bigger deal than it is. I recently got a notification about a change to my credit score, so I decided to look at through my credit report. I know I should be better about checking it regularly, but I haven't been. That's fair. I mean, it's kind of an afterthought for a lot of us. When I looked, I noticed a lot of Klarna purchases I definitely did not make. I contacted Klarna because I had no idea what they were. And apparently there was another account connected to my information, but using my husband's email address. From what I can see on my credit report, there appears to be around 4,000 in credit being used through these purchases. I cannot actually see or access the account because it is under his email address, so I don't know the full details or exactly how long this has been going on. I'm not seeing late or missed payments on my credit report as far as I can tell, but since I can't see the actual account, I don't really know anything beyond that. Oh. My husband never asked me if he could use my information or credit for this, and he never told me that he was doing it. I don't know whether he was intentionally keeping it from me or simply didn't think he needed to tell me, and I haven't confronted him about it yet. Ooh. There is also some history that makes this particularly upsetting for me. We had to completely separate our finances because he has a major problem controlling his spending. When we shared an account, he would spend money out of it to the point where I would have trouble paying our bills. Ooh. He also does not have access to any of my credit cards anymore because he would max them out. Separating our finances was supposed to solve the problem, so discovering that he has apparently been using my information and credit without my knowledge feels like a huge breach of trust, regardless of whether he was actively trying to hide it from me. Right. At the same time, I keep second-guessing myself because from what I can currently see, he hasn't damaged my credit by missing payments. Part of me keeps thinking if he is paying it, Am I being too upset about this? But then I come back to the fact that we separated our finances specifically because of his spending, and he used my credit without asking me. I haven't confronted him yet because I want to understand exactly what I'm dealing with first. How would you handle this? Would you consider using your spouse's information and credit without asking them, a major breach of trust, even if the payments appear to be current? I feel like I'm justified in being extremely upset, but I could really use some outside perspective. Damn. 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 4K, yeah, 4K. Now, that's just like what you can spend up to, from my understanding of how credit works. So you can spend up to 4,000, but you have to pay it off, obviously, because otherwise it'll affect your credit score. So, is that what she said? So I think that was like a credit limit. I mean, yeah, so this is just what's being used in credit. So yeah, like it is 4,000. Yeah, sorry, not a limit, but it is 4,000 that has been used in credit for this. Okay, so that makes sense. Okay. Okay, hold on. This is deep. So obviously let me know what you guys think. Okay, so I think the thing with this situation is that it is not about the money at this point. It is about the fact that there seems to be a disrespect of boundary and trust. Like, that is the problem, right? Because if he had talked about it with you and explained why he wanted to do these certain things, maybe you would have said yes and you would have understood and you would be fine. But he did this behind your back, essentially, and like used your information, which is very strange. Like, even if you have a friend, like your ride or die, you wouldn't like just assume you can use their shit. You know what I mean? Like, even if you guys are married, that doesn't mean that like you stop treating each other like fucking human beings. Like their own separate human being, their own individual, you know? Yes, you are like bound by last name or by government, but like you are still individual people at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So you need to respect that. At least that's my opinion. I don't know. I've never been married before, so what the fuck can I say about marriage? But I will say something interesting about this story. A long time ago, I had asked this question, and I'm curious about your guys' answers as well, if you would like to answer. Also, hi, Fishy. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hello. Hope you're doing good. Welcome in. So this is the question I had for people. So I asked the question of, what do you think is the #1 reason why people in, let's just say, let's give an age range. So let's just say people like from their like 20s. Yeah, we'll say like people in their 20s, right? Like what, or like high school. Because this was the example I gave. I said, what do you think is the #1 reason why like younger people would break up, right? And so most, like, the answer that I got from pretty much everybody was basically cheating. So infidelity was like the big thing with like younger folk, was that infidelity was a big reason why people would break up. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on like what actually makes people break up as young people? So I don't know what that means. I would say just like 18 years old to like, I don't know, like 35. I'm not saying that you're not, like, I don't know what's young and old anymore, but you know, yeah. Yes. Let's see. Hubby definitely needs to be confronted, but it sounds like he has an impulse control issue that needs therapy. I agree. Yeah, like there is definitely something there that maybe you need to work on. But, you know. Hi, Stella. Good to see you over on YouTube. This differs depending on the cultural background of these people, perhaps. But yes, they definitely should communicate more. Oh, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, if this was a thing that comes from cultural background, I feel like maybe they would mention that? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. They're not inclined to. They don't have to. But it is true that, like, you know, it depends. It always depends on. There's a lot that we don't know. There's a lot that we don't know about the story. We only get one side, and there's always at least 2 sides to every story. So, yeah, I mean, we don't know. You know? I don't know. I mean, for all we know, the husband could have been using it just so that way he could get a better rate on, like, buying something nice for his wife. Who knows? Maybe it was for good intent, but just, like, poor execution, you know? And that's okay, too. But, like, you need to kind of, you know, communicate on that. So, especially if there already have been money or financial concerns prior, you know? A disagreement on how their future would look together. That's how you feel, Ashura. Okay, that's how people, that's what you think breaks people apart for the younger generation. Trust issues. That's fair. So kind of along the same lines as like infidelity and stuff, right? That's fair. Now, what do you think are the number one thing that breaks people up that are a little bit older? So let's just say, you know, age 40. Not that you're old, okay? It's not a bad thing, all right? But let's just say older people, they've got their life figured out. You know, what do you think breaks them up, in your opinions, all right? All thoughts are valid. Don't worry, it's the same space, okay? Financials, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Interesting. I'd argue antifidelity breaks more of those that are older. Okay, interesting. I mean, I don't know the answer myself personally. I'm not saying there's a right or a wrong answer, you know. Obviously, it's gonna depend on so many different things, you know. But I asked my mom this question, and my mom was like, "Yeah, probably for like the younger people, it's like cheating, you know, infidelity, trust issues, immaturity, communication type shit." And then when I asked about like the older generation, like older people, she was like saying it's financials, it's the money. And I was like, oh, interesting, okay. And she was saying like once you get to a certain, like for her, in her experience, she's like once you get to a certain age, like, you know, life sometimes is not as exciting, you know. You're dealing with like health issues and you know you're worrying about, you know, the next generation, and you're not so much like into the whole romance thing, and you know, like it's less about like, yeah, she was trying to, I'm explaining what she said very poorly, let me put that out there first, but she was basically saying like when you get older, you're worried about the next generation, which means your kids. And that like you want to make sure that your kids are going to be set up for success. And usually, you know, in the economy we live in, the society we live in, success can equate to money. And so a big reason why a lot of people separate is because of a disagreement with how to handle financials and stuff like that. And so that's what she felt, and I thought it was interesting. I wasn't expecting that when I asked her that, but it makes sense now. Of course. But I think like after a certain point, like you've spent almost your entire life with someone, like 10 years is a long time. Obviously, you know, you still have a lot to learn about each other and stuff like that, don't get me wrong, but like you know, I think you start to get to a point where you're just trying to, not just trying to, but like you're writing the rest of your life out, and you've already kind of like hit your peak, or maybe and you'll hit some more, but they're not going to be exactly the same, you know. And so what's going to matter is like how your future is going to look and how the next generation is going to look. And that's why like money becomes a thing that people start to get upset about, especially because a lot of people are like spending their whole life, you know, working and working and working. At least my mom was that way. She worked her entire life, and so she's worried about like, you know, where her money's gonna go when she dies. You know what I mean? And I know that there are like concerns about, you know, well, I won't talk about that. But I know that my grandpa on my dad's side had left my grandma on my dad's side debt. And I just know that's not something that my mom wants to go through. I'll just say that. So yeah. Anyways. Lack of communication for older gen, that's fair. My mom said she divorced my dad because there were no Kōri plushies. Are they actually divorced? You can't make that joke, Cannoli. You can't make that joke. No way you said that. Oh my gosh, I'm so dead. I'm so dead. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say something like, my mom said she divorced my dad because Kōri fucking did that. I don't know where my mom is. Oh, okay, that's fair. Okay, well, I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want to potentially say something that makes you feel bad. But you are great. That's what I got. You turned out just fine. Okay, Cannoli? No, I'm not into. I don't. Have you tried Find My iPhone? Put an AirTag on it. Oh, Cal, what the fuck do you mean? No. It wasn't anything bad. I was just gonna be like, I'm just gonna be like, oh, like, well, that sucks. I'm sorry. But you turned out just fine, okay? So it's okay, all right? I have a really close relationship with my mom, but, like, you know, I know it's different for everybody, you know? And so just know that you turned out just fine. I'm very comfortable with the energy that we created in the studio today, alright? Oh my god, Chloe's like, I've been orphaned. Like, excuse me? What do you want me to say about that? What the hell? I'm just kidding, I'm messing with you. Anyways, well, anyway, let's see. So what's next? We've got, am I overreacting? My fiance and I disagree about hanging out with opposite gender friends one-on-one and what including a partner means in a relationship. Means in a relationship means. Okay, got it. Let's see. It's just a respect thing. That's it. You don't put your partner in certain situations out of respect. That's it. That's not normal to me. My baby unsent a message. Okay. Maybe you could talk to my dad to get another perspective. I don't know what else to say, not gonna lie. I've been through a similar relationship like this. I'm not gonna lie. You got... Okay, I'm glad you're not gonna lie, but like, Jesus. I told myself I would never again. Okay. Okay! Oh my god! Got hit by the okay again! So for me, that's not something I agree with at all. It was very annoying. Okay, I've been through the same, but on the other end, I don't feel like it's hard to just include your partner. I didn't say it's hard to include your partner, but every time is not necessary. Okay, well, I respect that. Let's see what we have here. My fiance and I have been together for 2 years. We recently had a disagreement about hanging out with the opposite gender friends okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. Your fiance. Fiance? And you're just now having this conversation? Sorry, I don't understand. I'm like, I know everybody, like, you live your life however you want to live, but I'm always really surprised, because I watch a lot of trash TV, right? So I'm always surprised when, like, people get on there and are like, yeah, we've known each other for, like, 3 months, and now we're getting engaged. And I know, like, some of it, like, I'm not talking about, like, the cultural one. Like, I know that, like, there are different religious or cultural backgrounds. Arranged marriages are still a thing. Like, I know that those things exist. I'm not talking about that, okay? I'm talking about people who are not doing it for cultural or religious purposes, and that's just who they are. And they're like, yeah, let me just fucking... we just met each other, let's get married. And, like, it works for some people, but, like, I'm always really surprised when I see it, because then you watch trash TV and it never works out for them, you know? Oh, who would thought? Okay, anyways, we've been together for 2 years. We recently had a disagreement about hanging out with the opposite gender friends one-on-one. Her view is that out of respect, you should not put your partner in certain situations. And that including your partner is not hard. She suggested I talk to her dad to get another perspective. My view is that I am not against including my partner being transparent, but I do not agree that every one-on-one hangout with an opposite gender friend is automatically disrespectful. I think context matters, such as who the friend is, the setting, the history, the boundaries, and whether anything has ever happened before. I've been in a previous relationship where expectations around this started to feel controlling, so I am sensitive to roles that feel broad or vague. At the same time, I do not want to dismiss her feelings if something genuinely makes her uncomfortable. I'm trying to figure out what a healthy boundary looks like here. How can couples handle one-on-one friendships with the opposite gender in a way that respects the relationship without turning into control or isolation? Isolation! Hell yeah. What do you guys think? I don't know. Everyone's so like it's always case by case basis with anything, but like this all like for sure is such a case by case basis because like people have such varying views on like your partner hanging out with potential mate. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. It's such a weird thing, right? What's up, Naoya over Naoya. I don't know why I can't say that. Now. I'm gonna just say now. It's so much easier. I don't know. What's wrong with me today? It's the McDonald's sweet tea. Alright? Thank you for being here. What the? Sugma Ligma? Sugma Lig. Sorry, it's a big red button on my desk. I can't help myself. Welcome in. We're just yapping about some Reddit stories. I don't use Reddit, so I've only used it for stream and to look at fucked up stories. So anyways, what's up, creating garbage? If the relationship is weak enough to not accept opposite gender friends, right? On the other hand, if they have a history of cheating that makes you concerned, there's another problem. Right, so again, right? Like we always say, we're only seeing one side of the story. We don't know exactly if there is history or what, so that's a good point. Thank you for saying that. I think, you know, I know this sounds really fucking corny and I don't like having to say it, but, you know, relationships are kind of built on trust a lot of the times. You know, I think something that I really, a phrase or like a saying that I've appreciated more and more as I've gotten older is like, whether you're approaching conflict with a partner, a life partner, a friend, or family member, you know, the best thing to do is to, like, you want to have somebody, and you also need to come to the conversation with, like, knowing that you are protecting them, you're protecting yourself, and that you're coming to the conflict with care and, like, love. I don't know if that makes any sense. I know it's hard because, like, but that's how you're supposed to create a safer space to be able to talk about your feelings, like, and not feel like you're getting, like, absolutely judged for it, you know? And a lot of relationships still struggle with, like, having to deal with that conflict. So I don't know if any of you guys know about this, but obviously we have love languages, right? Like the words of affirmation and quality time, but there's also apparently, like, conflict languages. So the way that, like, different people approach conflict, and, like, there are some people who, for example, when they approach conflict, they're very solution oriented. So when they have conflict, they are just constantly pushing for a solution. And then there are other people who are the opposite of that, where they, like, approach conflict and they need time to process through it and reflect on it before they can talk on it. So when you are in an argument with your significant other or your friend where they have a contrasting, you know, conflict style approach, then, like, the way that you guys butt heads are gonna be even worse, you know? And so I think, like, understanding, like, people's triggers and understanding, like, why someone, like, the other person may be feeling the way that they do is, like, really important, but there has to be mutual respect on that sense. I think something that really pisses me off about specifically the VTubing world, I mean, a lot does, but, like, I think it's so difficult for just, like, people in general to understand someone else's, like, even consider someone else's perspective. And also to be able to communicate to this other person in a way that they'll understand. And what I mean by that, because this is the best way that I can describe it, okay? One of the biggest takeaways from my degree, English degree, my 4 years of fucking going to university, one of the biggest takeaways from my English degree was that you do have to, in a way, tailor your language and your communication, the words that you use, you have to tailor those words to every individual that you talk to, every group of people. So what do I mean by that? When I brought that into, for example, my career, right? I'm thinking, okay, I have to talk to C-suite executives, so like CEOs, chief whoever, chief operations, chief whatever. So you have to talk to these executives, But then you also need to talk to customers, and then you also need to be able to talk to your coworkers. And the way that you're going to describe, for example, your work or your product or whatever, your project, to your coworker is going to sound different than the way that you're going to describe your project to a potential client or to a CEO, an executive. You know what I mean? And when you're sending emails to, you know, different people, for example, you have to assume that they don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you know, especially like working in customer service. Like, you may know everything about the product, you may know everything about this company, but they don't. And sometimes we get like numb to that. Like we are so like, I know everything about VTubing, you know? And so sometimes someone will ask me a question, and sometimes I'll like completely like forget to mention something that's so important because I have been doing this for so long, and it's kind of like second nature that, oh yeah, of course you do that, you know? So I don't mention it because it's like, no duh, because I'm so jaded, you know? And in that sense, like, I've tried to make more of a conscious effort to continue to like try to express myself in a way that like I have to understand that this person cannot read my mind, right? So I might have a perfect idea in my head. Like, I might know what I mean when I say Laffy Taffy titties. But if I say that to somebody else, they're not gonna know what the fuck I mean by Laffy Taffy titties, right? It's like, I just assume that everything that I say sometimes is just like an inside joke. And so I just have to like describe things to people in a way that's like, if they didn't know what I was thinking, didn't understand what I was like picturing in my head, you know what I mean? So that way I could actually get my point across. And it's not an easy thing to do. It definitely is not, because, you know, there's different reading levels. There's different like just comprehension skills. You know, you never really know what is gonna be the best thing to say. You're just always trying to put your best foot forward in like how you can express, you know, what you see in your mind to someone else, you know? And so, I don't know, I think language and communication and English degree, it has helped me a lot in being able to communicate. Like, I genuinely feel like it is a main reason why I've even been able to get this far in VTubing than I have. Like, yeah, you gotta be organized, and you gotta be able to communicate with other people who, like, cannot follow rules, and they cannot follow, like, you know, basic instructions. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's a time. But I think a lot of people they're not always used to that, and they're not able to do that. It's a hard, you know, it's a skill basically that you have to like hone, and you have to learn, you have to actively think about, you know? And I think a lot of people don't always think about it. Like when I look at this text thread, I'm just like, this is so vague, you know? Like, we're hardly saying anything. We're just saying, yeah, I've done this before and I don't like it. So what did you do? What didn't you do when this happened before? Because if you follow the same algorithm that you followed the first time this happened, it's not going to work out. If you want this earnestly to work out with your fiance, you have to kind of like express yourself a little bit better. You have to be able to like explain like, genuinely, here's where my head's at and here's why, and this is not to dismiss what you are going through, because I want to hear what you have to say as well, so I can understand your thought process. But I would like to express my thought process, and I'd like to understand your thought process, so that way we can understand like why we're getting triggered in this way. You know what I mean? But like, it's really hard because some people don't have the capacity to sit down and have that kind of conversation. Like, you kind of have to like humble yourself in a way. Like, I have to stop acting like a fucking brat, you know? Like, it's time to put the fucking big girl pants on and just like deal with the conversation, but like have a mature conversation about whatever the fuck the problem is, you know what I mean? So anyways, thank you, Reese, for the 10 streams. Let's go. My take is the person behind the post should take the initiative and say who they are hanging out with one-on-one before their fiance asks, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if like they are doing that or not. I would assume so, and I'd hope so, but I'm not really sure. It's not clear. Like I said, we don't have the other side of the story for sure, but I do think that there's a greater problem than this, though. Like, there is not trust. I don't think the problem is as simple as, hey, tell me when you're gonna go hang out with these people. Like, there is not trust built into this relationship, and obviously not good communication either. So I think that's honestly the core of the problem, because even if you did that, there seems to still be a disdain. Like, they want to always be there when they're going out with, when they're having brunch or whatever with a friend of the opposite gender. Like, that's what is being said here. And so that means that at the core of that, like, hey, think about it a little bit more, right? Deeper than that, they don't trust you to go on a date, or not, sorry, friend date, but they don't trust you to go on a lunch or just like chat or hang out with somebody else. Like, let's fucking take the gender out of it too. I don't know who, that's my thing too. Like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, it's just like, obviously there seems to be a deeper problem that goes beyond just this. Like, because if you can't trust me to just like to talk to somebody else, then like have a conversation with somebody, then like what else do you not trust me with? Or what other issues could happen in the future where you still don't trust me? Not that I'm doing it on purpose. It's just that for some reason, like, this is to the point where you just don't like it. And then also, like, I think it is very difficult when someone is bringing their, and I know like it happens, we can't always control it, but when you're bringing your past relationship experiences and trauma onto your current one, that can be really hard for your partner. And it seems like they're both doing that to each other, though. They're both putting a previous experience on top of this person. And I've always said to myself when things like this happen that it's not fair if I do that to somebody. I've even said that to people before. Like, I've said, like, I'm sorry that I'm reacting this way. Genuinely, it's because I've had an experience before and it like triggers me, and I realize that I'm getting triggered, and I'm sorry about that. And I am trying to come at this conversation like knowing that you're not that person. And like, I'm not saying you're that person, it's just that I experienced it before, and that's why this situation is tricky for me. So I do like, I have genuinely like apologized to people about being triggered, but I admitted it. Like, that's the difference. Like, I let them know that I'm being triggered, and that I also understand that they're not that person. Because when you start saying like, I've been through this before, now the other person feels like, yo, you're comparing me to your ex? You know what I mean? And that's not a nice feeling to feel. It's like, it's not a nice feeling to feel like you're now putting me in the same bucket as someone that I don't even know. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. YoHallo Shogun, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the lyric fire pop. Appreciate it. Also, we don't know how old they are. We do. It's 25 and 26. But I don't know. I agree that like they've been together for 2 years and they're engaged already, which I mean, everyone is on their own timeline. It doesn't really fucking matter. I'm literally watching Married at First Sight. Now it's a trash TV show, but yeah, I don't think the age kind of matters, but I don't read the age out loud because it's annoying, one, and two, I feel like as long as you're fucking above 18, you're a fucking adult, 21. You're above you're adult, okay? 18, you're still kind of a kid because you can't drink yet. But 21 above, that's all I need to fucking know, okay? Like, you're an adult, and I'm gonna treat you like a fucking adult, you know what I mean? But yeah, and like, yes, some people mature later, some people mature earlier. So that's why age is not really, like, I don't really read it because I'm like, I'm just gonna judge you based on your actions and not your age. Because I don't know you like that, And I don't know, like, everyone matures at different rates. I've met fucking 60-year-old people who just have never gotten out of high school, like, genuinely. And so I don't think it's hard to say, right? Like, how much that actually defines any of this. But yes, it could play a factor, but like, I don't really, for me, it's less about their age and more like that they've been together for 2 years. Because like, 2 years is not a long time to get to know somebody. Like, there's still even like I said with the last post, they've been together they've been together for 10 years, and I still feel like there's a lot that you're gonna learn about each other even after that, right? So we're human beings and we constantly change, and like, you know, I feel like you're gonna keep learning about somebody, you know? It's just what's happened. So I don't know. But anyways, regardless, it is what it is. Let's see, 20s, yes. What's up, Victor? Thank you for being here. Welcome in. This is why I like to remain solo. Life is too complicated. And you know what I want to say about that, Lord Ashura? I want to say something that I realized recently, and maybe I'm like fucking preaching like weird shit, but I want to say that I heard someone say this phrase. They said, I don't think I was put on this earth for romantic love. Like, I can give a lot of platonic love. I can give a lot of love to my career, but I don't think I was built, and that I definitely don't require romantic love. And I actually really respect that. I think there's a lot of people out there. It's not something that we should look down on. If you're a little bit older and you don't have a partner, or you decide you don't want to have a partner for the rest of your life, that's not something that I feel like we should look down on. I think that's just a lifestyle that you decide for yourself. I definitely don't think every single human being on this planet was built to be in these relationships. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like, that's okay to give your love and your care and your positivity to other things. You know, it's not always built like I want to give all of that to just one person, or if you're polyamorous, you want to give it to multiple people, whatever. However you want to live your lifestyle, I'm just saying there are people out there like that maybe their love to give was not a romantic one. Maybe it was platonic, or maybe it was through charities, maybe it was through having a bunch of animal friends, you know, maybe it was through, you know, their career. A lot of people just like love their career, and that's what they live for, and they're passionate about that, and I think that's respectable as well. You know what I mean? So I think if you are single, that's not a bad thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, it's your life at the end of the day, you know, and you decide how you want to live your life however you want, okay? Yeah, if you feel like you want a partner in the future, I believe you can, you know, be able to pursue that. But I also feel like it's okay to not seek that, because maybe that's just not the path of life that makes the most sense for you, and that's okay. So anyways, I just want to put that out there because I thought it was a really interesting thing, because I agree with that. You know, I see all these trash TV shows and I'm like, this is not a bad person, but I don't think this is a person who like would be able to work well in a relationship, you know? And that's all right. But like stop fucking people's life up, you know? Anyways. Let's see. Lifelong is long life. There you go. Yeah, something like that. Okay, I respect that. For me, I was put on this earth to give someone a baby. Okay, GT. TMI, but alright. I don't want to get into my thoughts on love. It's way too complicated and messy. What? What? Why not? Why not? Anyways, I'm definitely one of those peeps. That's fair. I'm loyal to the soul of Xylem. The grass is way better. Okay. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Love hurts dog. You know what I'm saying? That's true, Scrub. I get it. Welcome in, by the way. I will say this from first-hand perspective of what my family came from. And what I have to say is that when you look into a partner, look into their family, because once you become part of their life, and they become part of your life, so will their family. So think about it carefully. Oh! Don't I know it? Don't I know it, Lord Ashura? I get you. I mean, I think you know this already, and I've said it out loud, but like I've had my mom and I have definitely gone through some things, and like I'm not saying that my struggle was worse or better than anyone else. We all had struggles growing up. We need to pick our struggles, but like it was not always the best time with my family, because it was tough, because my mom and I were different race, and then my dad's side, there was a lot of microaggression going on, and my dad didn't really do a lot for it, at least at that time. And And so, yes, merging families is really difficult. And I think also there's that concept of merging families, but also the concept of like understanding that you are creating a little bit of your own, whether you have a kid or not. You are starting your own family by marrying or being or having a partnership with somebody else. You know what I mean? And that gets really complicated too, because now you're handling that, your main family, and then you're handling, you know, your blood family and then their blood family, you know? So yeah, it's very complex of a problem. And because family is such a sensitive topic for some people in some cultures, it can be really difficult to like navigate those conversations for sure. So yeah. Anyways, so true, yeah. You can find Shogun's thoughts on love in the hidden DLC of LD's Ring. Yeah, there you go. Don't sell me out like that. That's so funny. Thank you, Scrambler, for the resubscribe with Prime. Totally get it. It wasn't the best, but it also wasn't the worst. Yeah. Get that for sure. It was a lot of half love, half hate. Yeah. Yep. Anyways, I think as a person who is adopted at this point, my family has gotten used to other races. That's good. I mean, I would hope. I would like to live on a planet where we could be a little bit more open-minded and we could understand there's other backgrounds of people. You know what I mean? So I wish it's possible for romantic love to be platonic and execution. Oh, I think it is 100%. I think you just have to find somebody who like reciprocates that, you know? I do think it's possible, for sure. I mean, I don't know if this is weird to say, but a lot of like the relationships I had with people were like, we were friends first. Like, it's always been that. I've never like, and it's weird because I remember like this one time I brought someone that I was dating to like a family, like a family party, and like my uncle was like, oh, so you guys like knew each other first before you started dating? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, you guys like talked and stuff like that, you were friends first. And I was like, yes. I was like, what did you think? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why. That is just fucking weird as fuck. But anyways, different time. I don't know. Question mark. But it's always been like we're friends first, and then we work from there. But like, I think the friendship is nice to have as like a foundation, and then you can, if you want to move on to romantic shit, whatever that even means anymore, then there you go. But you don't got it. That's fine. I'm Asian. My girl is Puerto Rican. My mom is white. You know, there you go. I mean, I remember like so I went to public school. During my like birthday party where I had like, you know, I had my friends there, and my grandma on my dad's side was there, you know, one of the ones that was kind of, you know what I mean? Anyways, like, she was looking over at our table, and like, again, I went to public school, I met a lot of different types of people, and like, we had lots of different cultures at the table, okay? And it was nice, you know, because I didn't see them as that. I saw them as they're my friends and I enjoy their company. And that's what I've always felt like it should fucking be, you know? I don't care about anything. Like, I think it's nice that they do have a different upbringing, and they do have different traditions and stuff like that, because then I get to learn about that, and I think that's so fun. Like, gosh, life is too short and the world is too big to only experience your own culture or one culture, and like, you know, I think it's so fun to experience other things because there's so much out there, you know? So yeah. I think people are chasing relationships for the sake of being in a relationship or finding someone to be with. What they should do is just let things fall into place naturally. I've seen too many people who try to find someone because they feel that they need to, and it does not work out the vast majority of the time. Right, because then you're like forcing something. You're like, well, they almost killed me in my sleep, but it's okay. I need a girlfriend. I'm like, what? Relationships are not something. Like, actually, sorry, that actually did happen to somebody that I knew. Like, they were like talking about how, like, oh god, they said something like, oh yeah, we just had sex, and then like we were sleeping together, and then like she got up in the middle of the night and just started like not doing nice things to herself. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I know that could be a trigger warning, but like I was like, what? I was like, what? Wait, hold on. And then they like stayed together but didn't work through like how that could possibly be toxic or concerning. Yeah, I don't know. It just was anyway. Yeah, relationships are not something that you pre-plan and make happen. It's just something that you know starts from something very simple. Right, yeah. I hope you know your partner before you start dating. Like, damn, what type of relationship is that? I have no clue. So easy to just accept people for who they are. Scribbler is my best friend, and we have never based any aspects of our friendship off of being different ethnicities. Like, just love each other. There you go. Alright. Alright. There you go. What the heck? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I respect that. Nothing bad ever happened in public school. Yeah, I know. You learn a lot, alright? You learn a lot. Billion, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing great. We're just yapping right now. Hello, hello. Thank you for the alert, the check-ins, all that good stuff. Anyone who makes any judgment of someone else because of their ethnicity is a piece of shit. Prejudice of any kind is already pretty fucking pathetic, and I have no sympathy for hateful people. Yeah, well, that's what I was raised in. So, no, I'm just kidding. I had a great upbringing. What can I say? All right, like I genuinely am like I'm not. Struggle is not a competition. Okay, we all struggled, and we don't get to pick it. So, unless you have relationships where people settle. Maybe, possibly, yeah. Yeah, some people do confuse me as well. It's be like that. But, you know. Anyways, that's life. I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Where we got? We got another one here. Okay. My wife just gave me an I'm not happy with life and I need space talk the day before our 6-year anniversary. Ooh, for context, we have a 20-month-old girl. Oh my god. Just say a 1-year-old girl. What? Why? I hate this. 20, like, I started saying, like, my age? Oh yeah, I'm fucking 360 months old. Like, what? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this shit? Why are we don't do this for any other stage in any fucking life. Like, 20 months, no, you're 1 year, okay? Just grow up already. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Sorry, let me let me look at the chat real quick. Anyways, relationships, am I right? Real. As some know, Shogun has always been the best when it came to my personal religion and stuff. My culture, I can say, is weird as all hell, but it really is what it is. It was always, will you accommodate? And the answer was always yes with them and the family as a whole. I just wish more people would do the same. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, it shouldn't be considered weird. It is your life. It is your lifestyle. And I don't think that should ever be, like, the way that you decide to live your life should never be considered quote unquote weird. It's just, that is who you are. And that's who you are, like, period. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's like, there's nothing bad. There's nothing bad about that. That's just who you are. And I feel like, there you go, you know? So yeah, 100%. I wish more people would be more open to it as well, for sure. And give people grace, like, and ask questions. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are not, like, curious anymore. Like, I know it's very strange, but, like, some of the trash TV, like, shows that I watch, like, it's probably the worst perspective you could get on a particular subset of, like, you know, the world or of, like, a culture. Like, you know, I've watched, like, the Sister Wives show, for example, which is, like, polyamory. Quite possibly one of the worst ways you could, like, understand or see some information about that subset of culture or society. But, like, you know, like, I think it's interesting. I think curiosity is important. And I also feel, unfortunately, we live in a world where sometimes curiosity is looked down on instead of appreciated, or instead of, like, embracing that curiosity a little bit more. Like, we always assume that if somebody is curious that they are a bad person, and I'm like, why? You know, and that's also why, like, I try to give a lot of people the benefit of the doubt when it comes to, like, people coming on the stream and saying like strange things or like being socially awkward or whatever, because I'm awkward too, you know, but I don't know what the fuck they went through. I don't know what kind of like, you know, day they're having. Like they could be having a bad day, they could be having a good day, like I don't know. It's just I get panic attacks from sister wives. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's so crazy. I'm not caught up at all. I mean, I know that they're all like, you know, they're all not really together anymore, but yeah, oh my gosh. Sorry, I'll stop talking about it, my bad. But yeah, I don't know. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh, something that really pissed me right the fuck off. I'm watching this one trash TV show called Married at First Sight, which I know is fucking wild, and like obviously you guys can already understand, but the premise is that two people who have never seen each other, they meet at the altar and they get married at first sight, okay? Like that's the premise of the show. And one of the guys on there who, like, if you guys care, I think he's like 35 years old or something like that. He works 2 jobs, but he makes money, you know, he can sustain himself, he goes to the gym, he takes care of himself, but he had decided to move back in with his parents for some time. And the reason why was because of like financials, you know, just like helping, he wanted to help them, you know, pay their rent and whatnot. He had claimed also that he was like a mama's boy, so he wanted to take care of his family, and that it would just made more sense financially so that way he could save up for the future, right? And the woman that he gets married to is so upset about that. Like, very upset about the fact, like, she's hung up on it. About the fact that, like, you know, let me hold on. Sorry. I want to show you, I'm just gonna show you, like, let me see. What is her name? I think it's, okay, is this? No. What is her name? Yes. Okay, so this is the couple. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna show you the couple, okay? I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying something, alright? So, okay, there's the man who had decided that, you know, he made a decision to like move back in with his parents, like the basement of his parents' place, and like help them pay for bills, but also save up money for himself, because he wasn't in a relationship or anything like that, and he was like gonna be on the show as well, you know, Married at First Sight. He was looking for marriage, he wanted marriage, and also people don't like know this, and I don't know how truthful it is, but like according to the show, they have like experts, like professionals in like, you know, marriage counseling and stuff like that in this field match up these singles. And so like just know that there is a very intensive like interview process before the show, and so like they make sure that the people that are actually going to be on the show are 100% like all in on getting married to somebody. So it's not like this man was not ready to be married, okay? Anyways, so the woman is really hung up on the fact that he lives with his parents, and I like, she keeps like getting at him like on almost like every other conversation they're having right now. I'm on like episode like, I don't know, like 5 or 6 or something, and like almost every other conversation is around like, why do you still live with your parents? And like it's just so silly, because it's like in my head, because the way she talks about it is like, you know, why would you move back in with your parents? Like why would you not just be independent and take care of everything yourself and like be on your own? Like why would you choose to go back with your parents? And I'm like, it must be so nice to live in a world where you have that choice sometimes. Because I don't know about you guys, but I know people, and even myself, I had to move back into my parents after I graduated college. It's not because I couldn't be independent. It's not because I was a less of a person. It's not because I was stupid. It's not because I was whatever. It's just because I fucking can't afford a place right now, and I wasn't willing to make all of that fucking like big decision on where I'm gonna live next right after fucking college. Like that's a lot of work. And I was working a full-time job that I was just like, you know what, I need to keep this job, you know. And then also there's the fucking pandemic was going on around that time. Like it just didn't financially make sense for me to go and try to find another place. And also, like, time and energy wise, it didn't make any sense for me. And so I moved back in with my parents. But that doesn't make me less human. That doesn't make me like a bad person. I didn't have much of a choice. I didn't have much of a choice in that moment but to move back in with my parents. And so it must be really, really nice for someone to even have the choice, because there's a lot of people that I know who did not get the education that I got, who did not get to make certain moves in their lives, who do not have a choice. And maybe that's because of so many different reasons that could happen. But I think it must be so nice. It must be so nice to be entitled to a decision. To be able to not move back in with your parents. Like, I just don't know. To me, it feels like such a privileged thing to think. Because, like, not everyone has that option. Like, genuinely, not everyone has that option. And I don't think anyone is less human because they don't have that option. It's just we grew up in an environment that we could not control, and we're trying to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like, that's just it. So anyways, I just think it's crazy that, like, she's hung up over this fucking shit about, like, living with his parents. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think it's that fucking crazy. Anyways, sorry, let me go back to here. I just wanted to go on that fucking rant there, because it's just pissing me off. Let's see. Also, what might seem weird to you is probably someone's common cultural staple. Don't judge it, and also experience it. Eat a food that's unlike anything you've had. Celebrate a holiday of theirs. Right, exactly. Taking care of your family doesn't make you a mama's boy, especially if you're the only child, like myself. This man looks a bit like the NBA player Karl Anthony Towns. I'm so happy Drake is turning his life around. There you go. Oh my god, his fucking new shit was terrible. It was bad. I only listened to like one of them, like the Iceman one, where he rhymed Iceman with nice, no more nice guy. Like, oh god. Wow, Kendrick, you did this, man. Anyway, wait, we have a choice? See, that's what I'm saying. I know. What's up, Kōri-Oujo? Good to see you. I have some more respect for people who live with their parents, specifically to help your parents out in their age. In this economy, right. Most people live with their parents now. It's the new norm. That's what I'm saying. I know. In this economy, see, Stella, agreed. Yeah, it's nice to be able to live with your parents. Depends on the culture still. Some cultures are big on family living together, including mine. Yeah, that's true too. Exactly. And so I'm just like, I can't believe that you're being so judgmental over this. Like, oh my god. I don't know. You're judging someone based on their living situation, like purely on that. And I think that's really fucked up, you know? Anyways, let me read this really quick. So my wife just gave me, and I'm not happy with life and I need space talk. Before our 6-year anniversary, we have a 20-month-old girl. She said that she loves watching me be a father and loves how good I am to our daughter, but isn't happy with her life or our relationship and needs room to figure out what makes her happy. Described us as excellent parents who go through the motions of being together. She mentioned she is going to start seeing a therapist next week. I suggested couples therapy, and she hand-waved it like with a let's see what I get out of my personal sessions first. She talked about needing space several different times as well. Where would you think this is leading? Is it already too late? I can't imagine not waking up and getting to get my daughter ready every day and eating breakfast together. Thanks for your time and input. Okay, bro. First of all, she's clearly not worried about that. And also, I think something that like people don't recognize is that something that is a real thing is like, I can't remember the name for it, but I think it's like post-birth depression. Like, okay. We can all agree. Creating life in the tummy and then delivering that life to the living world is a very beautiful thing. But it is something that is only something a woman can do, right? And thus it is something that sometimes we just don't understand. Like, I don't understand it. I've never been pregnant before, okay? And I'm never gonna be pregnant. I don't want no kids, okay? But it is something that, like, it is a rare miracle, right? And thus, we need to understand that, like, not that it's a one-to-one comparison, okay? But war, you know, like, being in the military and shit, you see some shit, right? You experience shit. You come back a different person. Now, not the same thing. However, your body is going through so much change, so much shit when you're producing a baby in your womb, and then you deliver that baby, and then now you are stuck having to be a literal food source for this child. Like, there are a lot of mothers out there that go into depression after they have the kid because they can't go out and do anything but take care of this baby. Like, could you imagine being in a prison where somebody is sucking on your nipple every 2 hours and crying and shitting their pants next to you and you have to change it? That's not a nice time, okay? That sounds like a level on Outlast Trials, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds like a horror game. So, I think this is crazy that, like, in my opinion, I think, like, at least your wife is being honest about, like, I'm not happy where I am, and I need to figure this out. And that doesn't necessarily mean that she does not care about you or care about you being a father, because clearly she's like, yeah, I love seeing us being parents and we're excellent parents. Like, that's not the problem. The problem is that she's dealing with something internally that I don't think she can explain. And that's what the therapist is going to try to help her with, is like, how do you put words to these feelings that you've never felt before? You know, if this is her first kid, there's probably a lot of new things that she's experiencing that she maybe never would have thought of. Just like how apparently anytime, like, you have birth, you shit every time you have birth. That's just what happens, because everything's coming out of you. And then they gotta push all that shit out of you. You gotta wear diapers, you know? Like, that's not fun. That doesn't sound, like, magical. Of course not. And then you're just stuck, like, taking care of this creature, you know? Respectfully. So it's a lot of change. And I think, like, I think you gotta respect that there's a lot of change, and, like, just give her that time. And then if you're worried about it, maybe just be like, can we, like, write letters to each other? It's like, you know, maybe once a week to, like, check in with each other in a more, like, intimate way without, like, crossing any boundaries or making you feel uncomfortable. Can we, like, maybe set a time or a date where we could potentially talk about these things? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because she just might need some time to process, you know? She just went through a lot. So that's what I'm saying. But anyways, that's my 2 cents. America is one of the few first world countries that has the stigma of moving out of your parents' home at 18. Yeah. Postpartum depression. Yeah. Honestly, this woman sounds like she just needs time. Right. Yeah. Postpartum depression. I hope I spelled that correctly. I don't know. I did not. Crap. It's okay. I don't know. Yeah. Postpartum depression. I don't even know how to spell it either, to be honest with you. So you can be married, you can have kids, you can have everything that you wanted from a family, but you're still an independent person with your own individual problems and depressions. Exactly, right? Yeah. It's okay, you're very pretty. You'll get by in life just fine. Here we go. Fucking say the window joke or whatever. Praying outlasts the parenting. That's pretty spot on. Am I right, my fellow raccoons? Yeah, no, legit. I mean, I played it yesterday, so that's why it's top of mind. Like, you are allowed to feel your individual problems no matter how dependent your lifestyle has become as a spouse and or parent. Right, exactly. I agree. But the tune will change once he no longer provides all the support that comes with being a husband. Example, husbands don't pay for everything. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what... Like, there's a lot we don't know. This is a pretty short post. You know, there's a lot that we don't know about their relationship. There's a lot... Again, there's more than 2 sides of every story sometimes. And so, like, we just don't know what's really happening here, but from what I can gather, I just think, like, give her that time, give her that space. Like, she's going through it right now, and, you know, anyways. So, yeah. Better happy divorced co-parents. I mean, they might not need to, you know? Sometimes, like, divorce doesn't always work for everybody. You know, some people just, like, they separate, or they just, like, take some time to be their own person again, and they come back together afterwards. That's okay. They're not divorced yet, right? She just needs some space. Oh no, I don't think they are divorced. I mean, it says my wife, so I don't think it's like... I think he's expressing that he's afraid that they are gonna get divorced, but I also don't think, like, just because, like, I know that we hear some of the most extreme stories about divorce, right? Like custody battles that go on for like 12 fucking years and like having to move state to state, whatever. But like, I have also seen the opposite of that where it's all very mutual and it goes just fine. Like, you know, so yeah, it can get bad, but like, and it's not like what we assume to be the best, like, oh, the best path of life. But like, I've seen people who their parents stayed together and they shouldn't have stayed together. You know what I mean? And they ended up like kind of crazy too, you know? So, you know, it's sometimes I think separation shouldn't be, and divorce shouldn't be something that you like are necessarily scared of, but it is, I mean, I would hope you would want to avoid that and work through everything before that happens, but I don't know, it doesn't work. It doesn't, sometimes just you realize you are different people and that's okay. What's up, Omar? Good to see you. Welcome in. Hello, hello. We're doing great. What's up, what's up, what's up? Anyway, those are our stories for today. Let me go back over to my just chatting stream. But yeah, thank you for listening to these stories with me and reading these stories with me. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. All right, very interesting that that these stories are presenting some crazy things in life. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh, Ali, it's so good to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Hello, hello, Bama raid. Let's go. Heck yeah, thank you so much for the raid. How are you doing? Welcome in, raiders. Woo, 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 woo. How are you? What were you up to? Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, hello. Thank you for supporting, Allie. Okay, let's go. How you doing? How was your stream? What are y'all up to today? So good to see you. Thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, thank you for coming by again. I appreciate it so much. And like, that's why I wanted to raid into you the other day. I was like, I gotta reciprocate the appreciation. Thank you. And obviously, if you need to do any after stream care, please take care of yourself, okay? Get some water, get some snacks, all that good stuff. And welcome everybody. If you don't know who I am, Big Yellow. My name is Kōri. Kōri like Kōri in the house. My favorite anime. I do a lot of IRL events. We went to the zoo last weekend. We're gonna be going to a convention this next weekend. But yeah, she was good. We were doing some just chatting. Nice! Some chatting, some yapping. My favorite type. We were also yapping a lot today. That's what we were doing. We were reading some like Reddit stories and stuff, and kind of reacting to those and yapping about that. And I was just talking about like some of my own personal stories in relation to these. So yes, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Again, if you need to do any after stream care, please take care of yourself. Get some water, get some snacks, all that good stuff, okay? But thank you for being here. Are we doing bin buddies tomorrow? We are doing bin buddies tomorrow. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about that. Yes. It's gonna be so great. It's gonna be so amazing. Sorry, I just wanted to do that real quick. But yes, we have Nyx coming on to the show tomorrow. I still have to set it up. Cries. But yeah, we're gonna be hanging out with Nyx once again. It'll be nice. A little bit of a full circle, you know, because we started with Nyx and now we're doing another episode with Nyx. But this episode is gonna go a little bit differently, so that'll be really nice. Outside of that, like I mentioned before, I am gonna be on Cars to Mars' channel tomorrow. I'll be like a commentator person for like their like show Debut to Mars. So I will let you guys know in the Discord when I'm on for that, hopefully, if I remember. So so yes. Oh shoot. I've been lurking. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. And thank you for the shout out. Ah, me is so cute. All right, let's see. But yeah, so it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna talk about like VTuber terms mostly, and then I'm gonna try some other stuff out. So stay tuned. We're gonna see though, because I'm kind of late to to prepping for some of the things I need to do for the stream. I totally forgot. I was like, oh yeah, Nyx is gonna be on there, but tomorrow it's gonna be fine. I don't gotta worry about it. I forgot about everything I need to worry about it, so I need to worry about it a little bit more. Anyway, okay. There's another thing I wanted to mention today, because obviously we talked about a lot, but I wanted to say, I said it at the end of the stream yesterday, but I wanted to say it again today in case some people were not here because I was collabing yesterday. I wanted to say that I don't stand for edgy jokes, that especially ones that are about inflicting pain on another person or people, and I definitely don't stand for jokes that are diminishing someone's value as a human being. And so there was a moment a couple of streams ago that there was a comment or a joke that was made that was so like inappropriate that I didn't even know how to react on stream. Like usually I give people the benefit of the doubt and like I tried to explain, hey, what you said is not cool, but it was like so bad that like I couldn't even I didn't know how to like say it out loud because I was just like, I shouldn't have to explain how this is not cool. If I have to explain how like why what they said was bad, then I like this probably isn't the place for you. You know what I mean? So it was a really weird situation. And I'm sorry that happened, and it won't happen in, hopefully. I mean, I don't want it to happen again. But, you know, I just want you all to know, like, that is my stance on things. I want to be open. I want to be accepting. I'm not, like, actively trying to put people down, unless you give me a real reason to. But yeah, so I just wanted to put that out there, okay? So I do appreciate everybody understanding, and, like, I appreciate everybody, if you did see it, not bringing any more attention to it, just moving on, because I did not know what to say or do in that moment, so. So yeah, be real. But anyways, I'm very glad that we have such a beautiful community, and such kind people here who are accepting and, like, have given me a place to belong, and I want to continue to create a safe and fun environment for everybody to feel like they can hang out and be happy, so. And that is exactly why you should join my page. No, I'm kidding. But I will say, I hope that we can hang out more on the Discord, have some more fun, you know, hangouts and whatnot, game nights. We did play Mecha Chameleon a couple days ago. We had movie night, was it on Monday? And we have more community nights that are gonna be coming up. So definitely keep an eye out, and just know that we are continuing to work hard on all facets of Kōri's journey here and content. So yep. And I appreciate all of you for being so kind and understanding and amazing. Okay, let's go. Anyways, I think that's all I really have right now. I'm sorry, you guys. Like today, the last like 2 days, there's just been some stuff that's been going on, like behind the scenes, that have like really tuckered me out. And I'm not burnt out, but I guess I'm just like obviously, like, I'm organizing like a karaoke relay, basically an event. Nothing crazy, nothing like an IRL fucking concert. Okay, I'll say that out loud. But like I there's a lot that's been going on that I've been having to organize, and so I've just been like socially really, like, my battery's been at like negative for the last like 2 days, and so it's been really hard for me, like, mentally, to like be able to talk on the stream today, because I'm just like really frustrated. So anyway, and I don't want to bring that here, obviously, but yeah, thank you for the follow, Noel. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Welcome in, big YoHallo. So yeah, that's why I'm drinking the sweet tea from McDonald's. That's what I'm drinking right now. Okay. And that's why I'm drinking it. It's because I'm trying to stay awake and stay alert and be able to be Kōri on the stream. So yeah, but I am exhausted, and so I am going to close up the stream a little bit early today, so that way I can get some other stuff done, because I have to prepare for the stream tomorrow, and I'm streaming, well, I'm not streaming, but like I'm on someone else's channel, so I can't be working on stuff during that time. So busy, but it's a good type of busy, of course. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate all of you, and thank you for all of the support. Thank you for engaging with today's stream as well. I appreciate hearing all of your guys' perspectives and stories and whatnot, so thank you very much. Thanks for streaming, Kōri. Get some good rest. Thank you, Shara. I will. Thank you. I will. And obviously, I also want to give a big thank you to our wonderful Patreon homies. Okay, thank you so much for being a part of the Patreon. Thank you for supporting me. And I appreciate all of you guys so much. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know what else to say. Anyways, okay, let's go over to our beautiful end screen that will eventually play. I promise. I don't know why. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're good. That was pretty fast. Okay, let's go. All right. So there's that. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate all of you guys. Okay. Let's see. I am gonna go ahead and we are going to raid into Spree because we had Spree on Bin Buddies last week. I was gonna shout them out. Hold on. I want to raid them, not shut them out. We're gonna raid into Spree. Spree was on Bin Buddies last Friday. Spree is so sweet, so nice. Definitely a yapper, so if you like the yapping vibes, definitely come on by. They are chatting right now. That says, I drove 3,500 miles for a printer and it broke Twitch. That is their name of their stream. Whatever that means, we're about to find out, okay? So, yes. I'm gonna need to upgrade that Patreon contribution. Oh, you're so nice, Fluttershy. Thank you. I mean, I appreciate it. No pressure, of course, but I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being a part of it. And I'll see you very soon, everybody. Yo, bye, hello, everyone. Please take care. Bye, 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 bye.